that's when it happened. Farming level 50. Most players never gonna reach this point in their Skyblock career. But why and how? Well, you can't understand the story if you start at the end. So let's start the story at level 1. 11 months ago, Hypixel Skyblock was released to the public. Nobody knew what to do except try and learn. Us as a duo, Firel and I started our journey together in this new world. On that very day, I first experienced farming at the main lobby, farming wheat to get coins and experience. As Arthur stared deeply into my soul, I stared into the fire. What is like stare into souls? The wheat doesn't. Wheat isn't a living organism. It doesn't even have a soul. I mean, depending on your religious beliefs, I guess it might. But what do you mean? Wheat soul, until I realized the barn had been unlocked. So naturally, I decided that the only thing that I could do was to build a pumpkin farm of my own, and that's exactly what I did. At first, the fastest way to farm possible was using a wise set obtained from killing dragons whenever dragons initially came out, in combination with the rogue sword, which gave you, at the time, 20% speed every single use. So you'd use this to run at 400% speed down the rows of pumpkins. But eventually they nerfed the rogue sword, and along with it, the wise set. And so with these nerfs, I needed to find a new way to farm pumpkins. And so at first, I was perfectly fine just using my farmer's boots, and I was farming diagonally, which slowed me down just enough, and it was a perfect amount of speed, and I was able to farm. But eventually, because my farming level just kept on leveling up and up and up, and I gained more and more speed, the farmer boots were just too fast now. So I switched to a full young set. Now, this whole entire time, I had been farming just holding my A key the whole entire time. And I eventually saw that if you held your W and your A key, you'd move faster. I also realized that just holding the A key in my full young set now wasn't fast enough. I wasn't optimized as far as speed went. So I had two alternatives. Find a way to go faster, which was at the time impossible, or B, find a way to slow myself down. After trial and error, I finally found the most optimized set to use. That was, surprisingly enough, the young chestplate, young leggings, with a superior helmet and superior boots. The reason for the superior pieces was because they gave you a minimal amount of speed, only 3%, which was unheard of as far as armor speed given from armor pieces. Now, initially I had built this farm just for the coins, but then I soon realized that I could make even more coins by leveling up my farming. And since I was already farming pumpkins, which was the best way to get XP at the time, I was well on my way to making tons of money. That's whenever the pets update came out. And with it, the rabbit pet, which boosted your farming XP. As for which one was the best, the epic was the best because you could level it up faster while it's still giving you the same amount of XP boost. Along with the rabbit pet being added to the menu, pumpkins now also gave 4.5 XP compared to the normal 4. This brought me up to a base of 5.4 farming XP per pumpkin, along with a level 100 rabbit pet. That put me up to a base of 7 XP per pumpkin. And then if I drank a farming XP boost 3 potion obtained from the Jerry winter event, I was totaling 8.3 farming XP per pump. Farming with this, along with the optimal speed set, allowing me to get up to 500,000 farming XP per hour. And so I grinded, and I hit 36, and I grinded, and I hit 37, and I grinded, and I hit 40, grinded, and I hit 47 before I knew it. Before I knew it, I was 49, and finally, 50. And at the very end, I leveled up 2 rabbit pets all the way to level 100 and lost about 170 hours of my life. Thanks for listening to the story about how I wasted a large portion of my life. If you enjoyed, hit a like, please. This took me a very long time to do.